Uite, tata, noi vedem câțiva colegi la Roxana. Ascultăm muzică, mai povestim.
Vorbim după ore.
Sub impulsurile noii generații,
Nu mergi nicăieri.
aspirații se pune mereu.
Te rog, eu rămâi acasă de data asta.
So the film is called Metronom. That I was inspired to find this title about from a radio show, that was broadcasted in 70s from Radio Free Europe. They were broadcasting from Munich, and the people in Romania, Bulgaria, Czechoslovakia, Yugoslavia, they were listening to that radio. It was like soft power broadcast to fight against the propaganda in the former communist countries. So in the beginning I wanted to make a documentary about Cornel Chiriac. He was a host of a musical show called Metronom. He used to play a lot of Western music like The Doors, Beatles and so on. And he was translating the lyrics in Romanian, and he was reading the lyrics just before he was playing the songs. And somehow he was like an icon for my parents' generation. Everybody, they listened to his voice, and he was really fighting in his show, and he was giving them advice. He was in Munich, he was broadcasting from there, and he was fighting and helping the Romanian people, and not only the Romanian people, to fight against the propaganda. And then I read his Securitate secret police file. It has like 2,000 pages. And then I moved over to read another Securitate files of the people who were I don't know how to say it, the people who were listening to his show and had a lot to suffer because they were listening to that show. And then I told myself, okay, maybe I will not make a documentary about this guy and his radio show. Maybe I should make a film about the people that they were listening to his show. And I started to talk with with all these people, and they were sharing me and giving me a lot of stories and interesting stories and so on. And then I decided that the perfect form to tell this story should be a feature fiction film, not a documentary.
Noroc!
Dragă Cornel, noi suntem recunoscători pentru tot ceea ce faci pentru noi și pentru generația noastră.
Jimi Hendrix, Foxy Lady, man!
My way of working was similar with the way I was working on documentaries, because my documentaries are observational. I work with real people, with their stories, but in a more like a fictional way, and it wasn't so different to make this transition, and it was easy for me to do it.
Hai! Mie ce-mi dai?
Găsim ceva la mama.
Auzi? Dar doare rău?
Așa, puțin.
When I was writing the script, I was listening all the time to music, and I locked some scenes, knowing exactly the music I'm going to use for that scene. Because I used the music in relation with the character arc, narrative arc, and with the character inner emotions. And during the shooting, all the dance scenes were made with the direct music, with the music on set. We didn't put the music on post-production. So we have to shoot with the music on set, take long shots, a lot of takes, just in order to have the feeling that everything is real, like in a documentary, because I was thinking somehow, and I will answer now to your previous question again, I was thinking that I'm doing a documentary in the 70s, that I'm somehow with a camera, being present at a party, in an apartment, and that I'm, I don't know, catching up some talks and some music, and it was an exercise for me during the shooting. So I combined these two words, documentary and fiction, and that's why I use the music on set. So we had to have some gentleman's agreement for the music.
N-ai înțeles. Vreau să știu dacă mă iubești.
Bună seara, încotro?
Uite, Paraschiv.
Subsemnatul nume prenume, ați ajuns la locuința numitei Paraschiv Roxana.
I was thinking about how the people will react to my film in different parts of the world. So I came to US, and I was thinking, okay, I was curious about the reaction, and I stayed for the screening in the cinema. A thing that I usually don't do because I've seen the movie too many times, just because I was curious about their reaction, their live reaction, and then the Q&A and their reaction after the movie. So it was not very different from Europe or Romania, because I'm using somehow an universal story, and the historical background is just a background. So I'm using the history as a background to tell an universal story, and even the history was well understood by the audience.
Ce vrei să-ți distrugi tot viitorul pentru ceva ce nici măcar n-ai făcut?
Ești nebună?
De ce te porți așa?